What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, I see all the guys that's in here, man. I see I'll walk them down, Stone Cold, Zulu Nation, Tony Brown, Raw Block News. Hey, we gotta get the likes up. We got 2 likes. Who else? Trinity. Two True and Real, what up? Harlem, what up? Yeah, yo, we gonna get to it, man. We gonna get to it. Get them likes up, man. Definitely gotta get them likes up, man. It's crazy, man. One thing Cat Williams said, 2024, it's like that, man. Yo, Cat Williams is going down as like a legend. Cat Williams is going down like a legend. Nah, I'm not going to the gym. I'm taking my kids to school. Let's get the likes up. Oh, they say he had a wire OTF jam? Wow. Yo, we definitely want to get to this OTF stuff, man. It's crazy. This is why I really wanted to go deep. And I'm glad people popping out today. People don't. But I like to talk real stuff too, man. I really like to. This is what I do in my spare time. I talk to the kids. I talk to the youth. This gang stuff is not it, man. It's not. It's not. When that gang, now, I'm not opposed to somebody that, you know what I mean, you got a problem, you handling your business. But when it's tied to a gang and the mentality of it, it's always going to be an issue. That's, you know, I'm going to tell you, the reason why I can never be in a gang, because now when you're in a gang, you could be, your mindset could be on some, your mindset could be, okay, I'm in the gang, I got love for my bros, I like to get money, right? I like to get money, and I like to, you know, do things, be, you know, have fun, party, mess with girls. I like to do that, but I will handle my business. You know, if somebody mess with me and mess with my guys, I handle my business. Okay, let's say if that's your mentality. You know what I mean? You cool dude. You're a good dude. You'll handle your business, you know, if somebody, you know, mess with you or your peoples. But when you're in the gang, you don't have that option, because now you liable. You could be on some chill stuff, could go years without getting into problems. When you're in the gang, now you got to deal with a whole bunch of other personalities. Now you got the soft dudes that's not about nothing. They know they got 30 people behind them, and they gonna be beefing. They troublemakers, they quick. So now you always in some type of problem. You always in some type of problem. Look how this thing, yo, I'm going in today, man. I'm going in. I definitely need you guys to hit the like button. I know some of you guys want to talk about sports. We will talk about sports. We will. But you know what, though, man? This is some real life stuff. You may have yourself, your little brother, your cousins. This is some real life stuff, man, what we need to attend to. Because this is a problem in our community, man. You know, people log on, they ain't talk about no basketball. I don't want to hear it. You can't, don't even think like that. Don't even think if you're not even in the streets. It's not about if you're in the streets or not. This is some real life stuff that gotta stop, man. It has to stop. It has to stop. Get the likes up, man. We got 8 likes, and then you ain't gonna get it from no realer person than me. You get the best of both worlds. You get to hear some real shit from me. You know what I'm saying? Get the likes up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to look at it like this, man. Look how this whole thing played out. Let's go from the beginning. Let's go from the beginning, right? The start of it. You had King Von and the OTF crew was cool with Quando Rondo. They was cool. Quando Rondo is from Georgia. King Von, Lil Durk, and them is from Chicago, right? They gets cool, right? They cool. Now, Quanda Rondo was dissing people from Chicago that King Von and Durk was into it with. They dissing them with, he had no business doing, he had nothing to do with it. But since he cool with them, he dissing them. And this is why you cannot mix people. It's hard to mix, it's hard to mix friends that not even on no bull crap. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, like with me, for instance, there's certain people I don't mix. When I'm going out, I be like, I don't want to mix them. Not that it's going to be a problem, but some people is on a different wave. You see what I'm saying? So let's say if I'm going, I got about 3 or 4 people with me, and I got another 2 set of friends. Cause everybody has like sets of friends. Like these your friends when y'all go out is normally this guy, especially when you're older. Not so much when you're young. It's like all in one. But when you're older, you got friends. Some people got friends that from their job. Some people got friends from their block. Some people got friends from now they just hit a bond from the streets. That you know what I mean? Cause you get older, like my age, you necessarily don't hang out with people from your block as much. Like it changes. You still could, but it changes. You may got a whole nother set of friends from another block that y'all got older and y'all became in common. It's just like friends from your block is just like family. Because it's not that you choose them, you born into that. Like let's say family, you can't choose who your family is. So whoever your cousins, your brother, that's just who they is, and you getting along with them because of those reasons. This is my cousin, so I gotta deal with him in some way. I'm spending some time with him. Y'all really not on the same wave, but you dealing with him. You see what I'm saying? This is my guy from my block. Y'all from the same block. Y'all young. Y'all just coming up together. Y'all just dealing with y'all all a bunch of people living in the same block. Y'all dealing, but when you get older, then you start hanging. Now it's more of a choice. All right, this guy, he on the same with people from your job. So it's hard, like even mixing people. So now you got a whole bunch of street guys. Now a whole nother state is cool. Now you dealing with a bunch of street guys from Chicago. They got their own lingo. Then you got a bunch of street guys from Georgia. They had their own lingo, own ways of doing things, right? Now you're dealing with that. Now you get into a fallout. Now the fallout is not that now these is younger guys. They fallout ain't been mature with like we just ain't rocking with them. They fallout came where now they dissing each other. Now King Von, the type person he is, he said when I see you, I'm hooking off on you. When I see you, I'm hooking off on you. And he seen him hooked off on him, and one of the guys had a gun on him. Boom. King Von dies. Right? Now you got King Von that's dead. Now people trolling Lil Durk saying get back for Von. Yo, you got to get back, putting pressure on him. Damn, no get back for Von, no get back for Von. This is how dangerous the internet is. But now you done built the fan base and things like that. So they saying, yo, get back for Von, get back for Von. So now he dropping his songs. It was get back for Von, and a lot of people saying this stuff. Like when that happened with Quanda Rondo and the guy Lil Pap. You know what I'm saying? When Lil Pap got killed, people saying it was get back for Von. You know what I mean? Which this is you know how far Chicago is in LA? It's super far. You know what I'm saying? That whole different time zone. You know what I'm saying? So now people saying this stuff, right? And then it's the dangerous part. This is why Durk wasn't thinking. You dealing with too many guys. Number one, you're dealing with anytime you're dealing with a bunch of people, that's always an issue, right? And then the second thing, always an issue, when you're dealing with guys and they all in the streets heavy, now there's a chance they can get locked up any minute for robbery and shootings, you know, things like that. Now, any second, this is what can happen. And I said this, and this is why I be mad, because I be wanting to have these type conversations, but I don't get the traction on it. I be wanting to have lives about this type of stuff because I seen it coming. I seen it, but I didn't know they had anything to do with the guy Little Pat. I always said that guy when he got killed, and when Quando Rondo did the interview, I think like a month ago, when he did the interview and he said he dropping his flag, he not Crip no more, he Muslim. When he said that, I said he did that. He felt he got set up, him and his homeboy. I said that. I said he felt he got set up for him to do that. He never spoke on what happened, but when you know things and you knowledgeable about this type of stuff, you figure it out. I said that. That's why I be loving to do stuff like this live, but you guys, I want to speak on stuff like this. But I said I'm not gonna waste my live with it because nobody gonna come, and the upload nobody gonna pull up. So, but I talked about this amongst my circle. I said, yo, he felt he got set up for him to drop his flag. Now, the backstory, Quando Rondo's supposed to be, this is why this all stuff is weird. This is why, another reason why it's definitely not good to get into gangs. Now, Quando Rondo, like I said, is from Georgia, right? He's supposed to be a rolling 60. Now, a rolling 60s is in California. That's Nipsey Hussle clique. You supposed to be a rolling 60, but you from Georgia. This is why gangs, and a lot of times these gangs now accepting this because these guys paying. These rappers now paying to be a part of this stuff here. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Brown and Soulja Boy and so on. So they paying. So now, like, he's a rolling 60 and he's from down south. He's nowhere near California. How he's down with them? He has no affiliation or nothing. But anyway, he's down with them. He goes out to California where they strong at. He think he's safe. You know, so I didn't link it to no Little Durk. I didn't think that, but I said, yeah, something. I thought one of the Cali dudes backdoored them for whatever reason. So he drops his flag, that happens, right? And then when Brick Baby said that, and Brick Baby's supposed to be a rolling 60, when he sat there on that interview and said, people say they can't get back for Vaughn, and he's straight. This is why, another reason why I said you cannot be involved in the gang. Now, his guy's supposed to be a gang member. Now, you in the gang, there's no snitching. You on the internet. This guy clearly said they can't say. That's why I said nowhere in the world. When he said that, I said Durk definitely had nothing to do with that. He's trolling. Because see, sometimes when people do stuff, they troll. But some stuff you just don't play about. So when he said they can't say get back for Vaughn now, because they got get back. And the guy said, oh, who, FBG Cash? He's like, no, Little Pat. Now people like, hold up. You from California, you supposed to be from the rolling 60s. Quando Rondo is down to rolling 60s. We all know they from Georgia, but you from California, LA. And you said that, like, is you trolling or you telling the truth? So now a guy like Rondo sitting there saying, like, here's a guy supposed to be in the same gang I'm in, rolling 60s. I'm a rolling 60 and Quando rolling 60, and this guy like kind of laughing. So maybe now it's like, oh, we got set up. So now I wouldn't be surprised if Brick Baby will get locked up or down the line, because that, like, he says that with. That means Durk and them definitely had a line with the Crips. Somebody dropped his low for them to book flights to go out there to LA. And that's what they said happened. They said they booked flights. So somebody told probably like, yo, he's coming. And Brick Baby got a relationship with Durk, and he's supposed to be rolling 60s. You see what I'm saying? So this is crazy. This is why, like, I don't know why would somebody want to be in the game right now. So if any one of you guys in the game, Don't take offense what I'm saying. Just listen to what I'm saying. It's not worth it, bro, because look how it's playing out. Let's say if Brick Baby didn't have nothing to do with it, but just the fact that y'all supposed to be the same gang, and somebody lined them up. Quando know that. He's out in LA, he got followed, and there's no way in the world nobody's just gonna book a random flight in the way they booked the flight. You know what I mean? Somebody's supplied. They didn't get, like, mind you, LA and Chicago nowhere near each other. They flew there and got some guns supplied to them. You see what I'm saying? So there's a whole bunch of backdoor stuff is going on. And this is why I said don't be involved in gangs, because now you gotta think about this. Now, this is why it's not even worth being in gangs. Number one, that's why I said a crew is one thing. Now when gangs start, you always going to be sacrificial lamb if you're not home base. They will never look at Quando Rondo as one of them, a rolling 60. He will never, he got no history, no lineages with them guys. He's not even from there. They will never look at him as equal. To him, he's a Crip like they're Crip, but he's an outsider. This is where the, oh shit, I supposed to got some air. I knew it was something when I went to that gas station. Man. He said, how I'm going to say where Quando Rondo from? Quando Rondo's from Georgia. He said he's from Georgia. That's how I'm going to say where he from. He said, how I'm going to say where Quando Rondo from? Quando Rondo said he's from Georgia. You keep saying there are Crips there. You're not. There's Crips there. I'm not saying it's not. Of course, common sense is Crips there. It's Crips everywhere now. But it's not the same when you're dealing with, when you got the mix, when you're dealing with. Let me tell you something. I know plenty of California dudes. All them dudes, they don't look at, California is California. Like you got BDs and GDs at other places. Your birth, let me tell you this. And this is why another reason I don't like gangs, right? This is my thing. This is why I can never be in those known gangs there. If I'm from New York, I can never be a Blood, Crip, BD, GD, Vice Lords, all them things there. If I'm from New York and I'm going to be part of a gang, it's going to be a part of a gang that originated from New York. It's going to be a gang that's when you hear it, it's a New York thing. Why would I be like that's following? Like people be saying, and people every place clown them other places. When the people in Brooklyn was shouting out GD and all that, the people in Chicago like we don't look at them like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the hell with them. Like Chicago dudes, if you're not from Chicago, they not respecting your GD or BD stuff. They not. You not from Los Angeles, you saying you Blood and Crip, they not recognizing you like that. You not getting recognized like the guys from where they at. You know what I mean? A guy from Chicago, he say he BD, he looked at as a real BD. A guy from LA, that's a Crip, he looked at that. A guy from New York, that's a Crip. LA dudes ain't recognizing that. That's just what it is. These guys done that thing been around for years in Los Angeles. Years. From the 60s and now in the late 90s, New York dudes want to say they Bloods and Crips. It's crazy. Crazy. That BDGD's been around for years and people in New York want to sit there and say they BD or GD. It's crazy. This guy gonna come right in my spot. Go ahead. Throw in the garbage. You see what I'm saying? He said, not totally true, but true. He said, gangs migrate, but it's just still not, you're still not getting it, bro. You're still not getting it. It migrates, but it's not the same. You're not looked at as the same. And why not start your own thing? Migrate like, nah, we starting our own thing. Chicago known for BD, GDs, Mickey Cobras, Four Corner Hustlers, Stones, Vice Lords. They know that's their thing. Why you want to be from Memphis and you jacking that? That don't make sense. Jack your own game. Start something whole new. Bloods Crip. That's an LA thing.
Not bad.
You see what I'm saying? And it's easy to get tied in indictments like that. Why would I want to be a part of something? Because now it looks crazy. Now you're getting lumped up in. So y'all not looking at how I'm looking at it. How big, how the mainstream look at it. You put, let's say, the Bloods and Crips in LA, they got a certain code of ethics, right? They do certain crimes or certain etiquette how they move, right? And let's say a Blood or Crip do some heinous crime in New York or New Jersey somewhere, right? It all gonna get lumped in as a Blood and Crip. So now, you Blood and Crip, you from Ohio, you're in front of that judge, that all they know Blood and Crips, the crimes and stuff they committing. Everybody know Crips and Bloods everywhere. Everybody know that. That's just what I'm saying. It don't make sense even getting involved in that, man. Because now when you're in front of a judge and you consider Bloods or Crip, you get no mercy. Let's say my gang called the 225s, right? And we did little stuff here and there. It's different. It's that Blood and Crip has a nasty long history in the minds of what goes on, what people gonna think about. I'm just not, I like original. I like identities. I love identity. That's why I like back then with Five Boroughs, how it was in Five Boroughs. Like you had Decepticons, that was Brooklyn. You wasn't from Harlem being a Decepticon. You wasn't from the Bronx being a Decepticon. That was a Brooklyn thing, a Decepticon. That's how things should be. I'm not saying, if you're going to be a gang in New York, okay, this fraction is a Harlem fraction. There's no structure. There's no structure. There's no structure. And that's what I'm saying. He should know anytime, this is where Durk went wrong at. When you dealing with, I say hot dudes. Hot and not in the way of snitching, but hot in the way of you dealing with a bunch of guys at any given moment, they could get locked up for a long time. You can't trust everybody gonna hold. They said this guy OTF Jam was locked up for 12 years, came home in March of 2022. He came home. Quando Rondo and them got killed, I think, August of 2022. His friend, Lil Pat, his cousin, whoever he is. He got killed August 22. So what's name's home for 5 months, right? He gets locked up. OTF Jam get locked back up for gun cases. I heard it's like switches. I don't know how true it is. But he's facing another like 10 to 12 years again. He just did 12, was only home a year. He's only home a year. He came home March of 2022, and he got locked up in 2023. And they say he's facing another 10 years. And he told. See, you can't think. A lot of people think like this. Oh, it's my man. He real. He held water. He did 15. Those, to be honest, those the ones you got to worry about more. The ones who did a lot of time, came home, it was on the streets for a little while, and had to go back for a lot of time. Those the people you have to worry about. Those the people you worry about. People like, oh no, I don't know. He ain't never been under pressure. He ain't do no time. Yeah, but it may be easy for him. He ain't been through no time, but he been in the streets all these years, and now he may have to lay down for 10, 12 years. It may be easy for him to do it. Another dude may be like, damn, I ain't know life was like this. That dude, after Jam, he was young. I think he's like 19 or something when he did the 12 years. So he ain't really experienced nothing. So think about this. Let's say he was 19. I don't know how old he is. I'm just speculating. Let's say he was 19 when he did the 12, right? He's in Chicago. He's thugging for 19 years. So out of that 19, let's say the first 6 or 7 years of your life, you don't remember much. It's scattered. Now, let's say from 7 to 19, you remember, okay, you moved around or whatever. You didn't get no real money in the streets. Girls, you may have had a few. You ain't really experienced much. You ain't go nowhere outside of Chicago. Now, you do 12 years. You come home. Now you traveling. You around a dude who got money, and you going places. Now when you around somebody famous, you going places in that year. Now you know what he was doing in that year? You know he traveling, going to LA, going to Atlanta, probably going to Miami, going to Cancun, going on vacation, Bahamas. He moved around in that year that he never done in his life. He did things in that year he never done in his life. He's moving around. Now he having the best time of his life. Right? And now he got to sit down. So now it's a difference. I tell people this. When you got money and you getting money, it's much harder when you don't got shit. I tell people this. When you don't got nothing and ain't do nothing, it's one thing. When you got money, you just think like, man. And you had a couple dollars when you go to jail, and you got a lot going on. You had, like, the more you have, the worse it is. When you don't have nothing, just think he's 19, had no kids, probably. He probably had no kids, ain't never had a job. He don't have nothing. Went to jail, probably like a few $100 in his stash. He don't got nothing. But when you go to jail, like, damn, I was eating, I was doing. Now your stories and stuff happens. You telling things. Like, I was getting money and I went a lot of places. So I used to sit there and be like, yo, and I used to tell my stories, yo. I remember we went here, we went to Virginia Freaknik, we went to Atlanta, we was going here, we went to DC Homecoming. Like, we were telling, like, when you could go in this way too, come on. Come on. Okay, get ready. That's right. You see my man True and Real said, let's get to 65 likes.
Oh. How money you gave me?
What?
How money you gave me?
Oh, that's why you got to go to that program. They paying you. You have to go. You be not wanting to go. Oh shit. This is why you don't do that. Try all my change. What you say?
I said thank you.
Well, open your mouth. Yeah, see, I got all boys, and that's why I try to teach him. I don't like that lazy shit. He goes to a program that pays him, right? But he always, I don't feel like going. No, you going. They pay you. You ain't gonna start that getting money, don't want to go. You gotta get that money. That lazy shit. That lazy shit. You got a program that pay you. Pays you. You know what I'm saying? After school program. Now Durk already Durk beat all his charges. Now he got this. He's sick. You can imagine, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Cat Williams said that 2024. He said it. He got interviewed in January and he laid out the whole. And it's only October. It's only October. And the sad part about it, things always happen around holiday time. Always. Young Dolph got killed around Thanksgiving time. Takeoff got killed around Thanksgiving time. Takeoff got killed, I think December 1st he got killed, right after Thanksgiving. Either November 1st or December 1st, Takeoff got killed. Dolph got killed right before Thanksgiving. And we only, you know what I'm saying? And it's always get, like, it's crazy. That's why you gotta enjoy life. Like, you got these guys be on the internet, be barking, crazy. And I seen everybody now, and people on the internet, Durk stupid. He should have chilled that money he got. Why he slide for Vaughn? But people were sitting there. That's why he even said on the song, people trolling me saying why trolling me saying why I ain't slide for Vaughn. But then in songs he's saying it. Like, this is crazy. Like that drill culture is over. Lil Reese just got 5 years. G Herbo got a case he made lay down. Chief Keef the only one. He was the smart one. He was the smart one. He the youngest and he the smartest. He younger than Durk in him. He a couple years younger than Durk. He the smart one though. Cause I believe he had the right people around him. Older people probably like, yo. And you know how hard it is, cause mind you, he learned at a young age. He was still young and he figured it out. And that's why I try to tell people, I try to tell guys, once you make it that certain age, you know how hard it is you going to jail with all that money? Fame and everything. I had nowhere near that, the fame and the money Durk got. I had a couple of dollars. I was good. I had enough money where I had a nice piece of change when I came home. That's why people always say, Doc, you ain't miss a beat. It looked like I ain't miss a beat because I still had my jewelry. I still had my jewelry. I had a couple of dollars, so I was never looking. Nobody could never. You can't remember me looking like a mess. You can't remember me looking like a mess. So, like I said, and I'm not them. Like, he has M's in his account. Big mansion. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of kids. And he tried to change, but that's the thing. It was too late. They're going to try to fry him. Thanks, Brian. He said, just subscribe. Thank you, bro. My boy, Brian. Well, everybody give Brian a thumbs up. He's a new subscriber. Over here, Brian, man, we like family over here. We not that big like a lot of other channels, but we like family over here, man. Everybody gonna welcome you and say, we get along with each other, and, it's all love over here, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad. And these guys thinking that street like that, it all start to me gangs. So people say, because normally you don't see this with normally individuals. Yeah, there's always going to be like some killings and some isolated incidents, but it starts with the gangs because this got one. Hope he ain't coming behind me. It all starts because what makes gangs dangerous? Because there's so many involved, that's one. And two, you're going to have a lot of guys that's not really with that. They just following. They not really built like that. And we all know with a gang, all it takes one weak link. Durk trusted him. Oh, my boy did 12 years. He's thorough. People always think like that. He thorough. Oh, my man, he just did 20. I don't have to worry about him telling. He know how to hold water. He held water that time. That don't mean he's going to hold water this time. Especially if he doing way better than... So you have to look at that. He doing way better than he was doing, ever done. He traveling, moving around with you. Going here, going there. And you know he probably fucking a lot of nice chicks here around Durk. They going to these cities, especially these small cities, these little girls out here. You know they banging every city they going to. Homeboys and all that. Levon said, new subscriber. Thanks, bro. Thanks for subscribing. Everybody give Lebron also a welcome. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This stuff there, man, it's that's why I always it's crazy because even at a young age, I never said for me, as far as a game. Like I said, nothing wrong with the block. See, we never classified as a gang, but we was a crew. So I was down with a crew. See, a crew is different from a gang because a gang is more of initiation, is more broad, where everybody could get in. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's my block. Now, if you ain't from my block, it's over. So it's only going to be a limited amount of members anyway. You see what I'm saying? Compared to a gang where it's constant recruitment, constant people going in and out of the gang. See, that's the difference. That's the difference. My block is my block. After that, that's it. People from who hanging around there, that's it. I could subscribe to that, yes. I could subscribe to that. Like, you know, okay, cool. I know everybody. We knew each other for years. We know each other first, last name. We know each other moms, father, sister, brother. We know your family. Okay, cool. I feel more comfortable with that. I cannot get with somebody, and I never forget this, and the dude was mad when he's locked up. I never forget this. My homeboy, he was blood, right? But he was thorough. But he was going against all that. Like, he's starting to see the light. He was a young wild dude. He was wild when he was like out in the streets, right? But he was hanging around all the money guys. He's hanging around us. He was hanging around the Bloods in jail. He was hanging around a bunch of guys who was getting money in the streets. But he used to like to hear our stories. We used to tell, oh, we've been here, we've been there. We should show our pictures with our Rolexes on and how we was getting down in the streets. And he never had $2. He was a rough and rugged, you know, he's in the gang, and he was like that. He was on that type of time. He wasn't worried about getting no money and things like that. And he used to just sit there, and he used to be around us and listen. So one time, I think I told the story before. One time, a guy they got into it in there, and he happened to be there, and so he really didn't push up and like defended like in the dude case. Like, it was no fight. It was like kind of a fight. Cause it was like kind of like a little tussling and a little something like that. Whatever, right? So the dude got back, and he got back that he was dead, but he wasn't. It was dead. He was dead, and he couldn't do anything, right? So now he had the answer. So the Bloods had a meeting, and they was like, "Yo, why you ain't with the homie? Why you didn't step up?" Oh, you know the case. I forgot like exactly what went down, but to make a long story short, he didn't like wasn't all in with him like that. Like the support of him, he was trying to more like I don't really got nothing to do with it, but he had to. He supposed to came to it, the dude, because the dude was blood. But the dude he got into it, he was cool with the dude. So he kind of like stayed out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's cool with the dude, the other dude blood. And he don't rock with the other dude that's blood like that. And it was a major issue with it. A major issue. They want to get at him, and he's thorough. But it was a lot of them, and he didn't stand on code where he's supposed to went all in for his brother, his blood brother. So it was just a lot of mess. But this situation like that, like if you my man or you a creep, I got to support you, and I know you a bird. I know you a bird. Now I got to help you out, and I know you a bird. I know you ain't on nothing, but I got to risk my life because of you. See that right there, I like them big gangs like Blood, Crips, GDs, where it's constant recruitment. I cannot not do that. That I cannot do. Now, was like I said, a block thing, or we all from the same projects and something like that. You know, I get that. I get that. The sun is all in my face. Yeah, so yeah, so Fed's nightmare. Yeah, it's crazy. It's sad because that whole situation, that's why I said when you get money, you got to stop that mentality. That mentality got to stop. See, Durk and everything was a joke with them. You know what I mean? Where that's why I said I respect what Chief Keef did. When I forgot that rapper name, but the rapper, he tried to diss Tuka. He said F Tuka. Chief Keef checked him. Nah, don't say that. Cause you got nothing to do with that. And see, Durk did the same thing with the guys from Florida. I think they from Florida. What's his name? The one they just got the one Julio Fulio on them. Yeah, Julio Fulio on them. So Julio Fulio, that's a Julio. I got him. Julio Fulio, right? Him and Young and Ace, that whole Durk is cool with Young and Ace. So now they kind of put themselves in that they beef. Oh, and the dude Bank, the dude from, look how many different states Lil Durk put himself in. Like, oh, we rocking with them. I'm gonna name a few different states. The issues you got. Now, you beefing with, not counting Chicago. You have the issue with, I'm saying recruitment wise. The dude, what's his name? Young and Ace and them. Young and Ace and them had prior problems with Julio Fulio. Young Ace and them had problems with Julio, right? So Durk and them already like they picked a side. Oh, I'm rocking with who? This the new wave going on, y'all. Oh, I'm rocking with Young and Ace. So now Durk really don't know what's going on with them, but now they put themselves with nah, I'm with them. So now he's saying he rocking with these guys. They from Florida. So now it's like Julio and them don't rock with Durk. Now it's like you got a little tension with them. And these dudes got all out beef. Then you got the Baton Rouge dudes. Um you got the Baton Rouge guys, Bang, I forgot his name. Bang 'em something. Yeah, Ace, yeah, Young and Ace and Julio, yep. And the guy Bang, what's his name? The guy from well anyway, the guy from him and him and NBA Youngboy don't like each other. So now Durk and them took sides with the dude Fredo Bang. Durk and Fredo Bang, oh, we locked in. We won. Like now it's like you got the support of Fredo Bang, right? So now you got Fredo Bang is from um Louisiana. Fredo Bang from Louisiana. And now and NBA Youngboy from so now you got a problem with NBA Youngboy. So now it's another state of bunch of street dudes that they watching. Now you got Quando Rondo is from Georgia. I can't deal with that. There's too much going on. He put himself in a bad situation because now you call yourself now you implement yourself in all these beasts by affiliation and all them dudes did that. Oh no, I'm rocking with them. And then Brick Baby, he said, "Yo, I'm rock with OTF." So it's just a lot going on. It's too much. He said, "I know one Fredo Bang song." Yeah, me too. But it's crazy that right there. I couldn't. If I was my mentality right there would have been too hard for me. So now, let's say I'm one of the cool dudes from OTF. I'm rocking with them, but I ain't getting into nothing. But the simple fact, yeah, NBA Youngboy. The simple fact that Jamaica in the building. What up? Um, I'm rocking with Durk, right? Durk is my guy. I'm rocking with Durk. Durk is my guy, right? So now I'm just a regular dude down with OTF from Chicago. Now let's say I go, okay, I want to take my kids to Florida. Now I have to worry how I'm moving in Florida because I just pissed off Julio and them by siding with Young and Ace. I want to go to Mardi Gras. I had to be careful getting caught out there in Mardi Gras in Louisiana because I just pissed off NBA Youngboy and them. It's just too much. It's too much. I can't do that. I like to move the way I'm gonna move. That'd have been too much for me. And then another thing I don't understand, these people be beefing people they don't even know. That's crazy. We got 157 people in here and 39 likes. Come on, man. Can I please get to 100 likes, man? Can y'all check the like button and let's get to 100 likes? This thing is not easy, man. This is not easy. Can I get to 100 likes, man? We have 167 people and 40 likes. Come on. Craig Money, what up? Adam, what up? Bailey, what up? Andy, Roadblog News, Kenneth. We got all the guys in here today, man. Let's run the numbers up. Let's get the likes up, man. This is some real talk here because It's sad because guys just getting wiped out. They wiping these guys out. They not playing. And then the surveillance, they catching you. Like, it's not like back when I was growing up. When I was growing up, somebody had to if you got away from the scene, 9 times 10, you good. If you catch a body, when I was growing up, when you caught a body and you got away from that scene, 9 times 10, you good. If you didn't get caught right then and there, you good. He said, "What happened to Bron and Bronny?" I'm hearing that they was like in some type of car accident and somebody trying to sue them. Pinging towers, exactly, Craig. They got the pinging towers. He said, when play with dogs, you get fleas. Like, it to the point, man. Like, it looking corny now. And then guys be on the internet woofing. And see, people fail to realize people go to the internet for entertainment. They would sit. I'm looking at people now saying, "Why Durk do that? Why Durk?" I'm like, y'all was the same people saying, "Why he ain't slide for Vaughn?" And I've been in the feds. It's gonna be hard him getting around this because you already got somebody telling. This thing like this. I'm gonna tell you how my case went. It's a lot of complaints and things like that. It was like a different. It was a lot of like complaints, people saying stuff, boom, 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 and that get them on you, right? And there was this one guy, his name was Tone. He had nothing to do with us. He been in jail. He older. He older than he probably got 10 years on me, right? He always been. These who all rough, stick up kid, rough. That he ain't want to do no more time. He got caught with a gun. And he's facing like 7 years for that gun. He ain't want to do it. And he just said he ain't taking no stand or nothing. But he pointed the finger our way. Yeah, people saying that. He said 100% Durk a real street guy. He was getting sooner or later the internet. Yeah, the spotlight on him. And then the thing is, that's why I said it'd be public beefs. Once it become public, that's another issue right there. You cannot do that. Like when that shit get public like that, that's just why if I want to, I have way more subscribers. I'm not with the foolishness. I'm not trying to be on here beefing with dudes seriously. If it do, I'll be little jokes or something, but it can't be serious. It's crazy if I be like, I never beefing with somebody you never saw before. That sounds crazy. You look crazy. You beefing with somebody you don't know, you never seen in your life. That's crazy. And that's why I never understood even the gang stuff. Where these guys beefing, you may know some guys beef start and they never seen each other in person. It went, the whole beef started during the internet. The whole beef started from the internet. You see people, they go interview, I don't know them. They don't even know them. They from like, they both from the same, like, not far from each other, but they don't know each other. And they really, when they see each other, going to kill each other. Like the guy, the guy, what's his name? The guy that just got killed from Chicago. The guy, from Bloodhound Jeff. Bloodhound Jeff graduated out of high school and jumped off the porch. Like, that's crazy. Mostly like people out there, they going in the streets early. You done graduated. went to high school, graduated high school, wasn't with none of that, and say, you know what, I want to be with that. That's crazy. He said when he's in high school, two crews started beefing, and now afterwards they cool with each other. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said, "Do you think Durk working with the feds?" I don't like. One thing about me, I don't never like to put that. I hate when people do that. A lot of people gonna sit there and start that. Oh, he's telling, and it's gonna start labeling people. He telling, he this, see that, like that. The reason why I don't never do that, because that's something right there. I ain't gonna lie, I would crash out for. Like when somebody lying on you, that would make you crash out. Cause like certain things, rumors, it's hard to shake. Cause they were saying Durk with the situation when they blamed Vaughn for everything in that shooting in Atlanta, and Durk beat that case. They was blaming Durk on that. It's crazy. Let's get the likes up, y'all. It's crazy. Like it's to the point, man. I talk to them, and I know my sons be getting on my. I know I get on their nerves, but I really try to grill them because I know one thing I know for sure. Tomorrow not promised, and nobody gonna teach your kids like you gonna do it. It was a kid in Harlem got killed last night. 16-year-old kid. Last night they showed on the news. His father his father passed out. His father passed was distraught. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want that. Like I pray to God I die before my kids. I pray to God I die before my kids. I pray. I pray that I die before my kids. I never want to see them. I never want to have that experience there. I never want to have that experience. Correct. You're right, Mike. Correct, Mike. Big Neff Network. What's good? Go subscribe to Big Neff Network. He said Lil Durk and R. Kelly remix in 2025. He said I need you to answer that question. I ain't see no question, bro. Can you put it back up there? I don't know if you're talking to me. You could be talking to somebody in the chat. Perspective, you 100% right about that, bro. You 100% right about it. You 100% right about it. But the thing about it, they all can see what this thing lead to. It leads to nothing. He said Durk is finished. I think he's finished, man. Yo, look at my boy Wicked Gems. He said, be honest, this what is fans on yeah. The street is no myth. Um the fans, there's no book. The fans, the internet, you got content creators that lives off things like this, where they know like, oh, I'm about to eat off this. You're gonna have content creators going to go in on this. You're gonna have content creators. This gonna be talked about all, and they gonna say like that's why they really love this type of stuff because they feel they're gonna eat off it. So everybody want to play gangster to the time them football numbers. That is so true. You can't say it better than that. He said it's already happening, G. You're right. Like content, a lot of them content creators who love this type stuff, like me, it's gonna be hard. Like I may cover it, but I really want to reach somebody right now. I hope that what I'm saying, I hope somebody walk away from this shit. I like when the guy from Chicago, his friend got killed, and he just waved his flag, and he went to the church and said, "I don't want to be a gang member no more." People was clowning him, saying that he used to be talking trash. So what? Like it's all right to people to get it. I'm not never gonna say be a bitch and don't hold your own and things like that. I'm never gonna say that. But as far as to be on the stuff that goes on, like come on. You already know true or real. You know what to do. You already know. Sad. I just hate to see it because it's like you see these guys, you watch them, and you like their music and things like this. Like my thing, I said this a long time ago. I said with them guys, a lot of the older guys like Durk and them, who've been in the drills from the beginning, a lot of those guys kind of moved away from all that. The younger guys doing it, but it caught up. Like you in a whole nother state. That's not looking good. Then you already got a snitch. They said do OTF jam. That's bad. See, they have a snitch. You give yourself a fighting chance. Once you got a snitch, and with the feds, that's all they wait on. The feds be kind of concrete as it is. Yo, when I went into the feds, right? I went into the feds. I didn't know, right? So I'm talking to people. The first thing somebody pulled my coat to said, they said, "Do you got a rat on your case already?" I said, "No." Not like a person that's on it. Like people put them on, like yo, point direction. But I'm like, no, not that. Like somebody in the circle that what I'm saying. I said no. He said that's good. He said that's one. He said, yo, if the feds once they get one snitch, it's over. He said they don't lose. The best chance you got to beat the feds, which a lot of people really don't, is you don't have that. And see, back then it was no cameras and shit back then. So now you have to worry about like wiretaps and things like that. But in today's time, like it's bad. Like Durk ain't getting around this. He's not. And I'll always try to be optimistic, but it's hard. He said, I don't listen to Durk, and I'm from Chicago. And he tried to do that. And I ain't gonna lie. This is why I wish I had a big audience, like people popping up today. I wish I had this type of audience where, cause I really, when he did that, right, I was saluting like crazy. I was like, I like that. Like some people, oh man, he being fake. I'm like, even if he is being, I don't know, but it always a change. I do believe he was trying to change, but I think he saw. I think once that old block case came, I think that shook him up right there. When they first grabbed him, old block dudes, I think that kind of shook him up. And I think he fell into it when they was like slide for Vaughn. I think he do it. Like you can't crash out like that. Like and then the way they did it, like similar, it sounds similar to like the King Vaughn case. I like that Fat Cat. Fat Cat said, "How come the feds never release all the names from the Epstein Island?" I agree. I agree, bro. I agree. I agree. See the difference. Let me tell you the difference between. See, I've been around. I don't know some of you guys' ages on here, but the difference is you had rappers back then. All of them got. Think about all the rappers you hear. Even like Mace's name was Murder Mace, and all them rappers. You just listen to all those. Go back to the '90s. Beanie Siegel, all those rappers, the '90s, Fabulous, all of them, Jada Kids, everybody, and all the guys, the '80s, '90s, even NWA, listen to all their lyrics. All of them had murders, talked that street shit. All of them did that shit, talked about it, right? But it's a big difference between them and now. The guys now is living it. See, that is the difference. See, all these guys then, they talk. Go listen to Mace albums or mixtapes, and not just Mace. Beanie Siegel, anybody. All them guys then, people talk to NWA, Ice Cube, and all them guys. All them guys talk that murder stuff back then. Now is a different story. Yo, everybody, he said you look like Beasley and not and the Dash combined. I've been hearing Dash like crazy lately. I always heard Puff Daddy growing up, but now I'm hearing Dash like damn it every live now. He's saying Beasley. I interviewed Beasley before. You talk Beasley from Smack, right? I interviewed him before. Yeah, it's not looking good for bro, man. It's not. It's not looking good for bro. Yeah, it's crazy. There's no bullshit. When it dropped, when they said OTF Didi, and I saw all that before cause I went to bed. What time I went to bed? I went to bed like 11. I went to bed like 11 last night. Right? I went to bed like 11 last night. And when I seen it, I said, oh, this is not looking good for Durk. I woke up this morning, grabbed Durk in Florida. That's crazy. And let me tell you this. The bad part about it, he's in Florida. They say he in Broward County. He may have issues, but they may transfer him to California real quick. But he gonna have issues in there, cause he's beefing with NBA YoungBoy Strong and Julio Fulio and them peoples. They strong out there. That it's crazy. That's like a saying, Sly Favon. Yo, that was the saying. Every time he got on live, that was the thing, Sly Favon, Sly Favon. Like, that's crazy. And he just did that thing in Chicago. He was considered a legend after that. He put all their names in like It's crazy. I definitely gonna come back and do this again since I didn't know that a lot of people were interested. When I get more information on the case, I will definitely come back. Of course, we'll talk some basketball too, but I want to try to separate the two. I would definitely like to separate the two, and yeah, I would like to separate the two. So hit that like button, man. Y'all, we need to get to 100 likes. But yo, appreciate everybody coming through. Um, I got my regular meeting, the Beat 139. I will be back.